The truth is out there, somewhere. Or so we want to believe. Hi everyone, Mike here with Sci-Fi and more fun news, dedicated to bringing you news from around science fiction. And if you're returning to the channel or coming over from our other channel, Sci-Fi and More, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome to our Sci-Fi family. So what can we expect from a reboot of the 1990 sci-fi juggernaut that was the original X-Files, and that also ran for 9 seasons back on the Fox network in the 90s, and then came back again in 2016 for an additional 2 seasons? But before we get started, if you like the videos we are making for the channel, be sure to drop a like and share the video, hit the bell to receive updates from the channel, and don't forget to subscribe. It's one click for you, but it means the world to us. Now, let's get down to the extraterrestrial business on what we know so far about the upcoming rebooted X-Files series. The X-Files dominated the airways as a 1990s sci-fi heavyweight contender as fans tuned in weekly for Fox Mulder, played by David Duchovny, and Dana Scully, played by Gillian Anderson, and their FBI believer-skeptic special agent dynamic. This dynamic between the two characters was also carried over into the theatrical releases for the franchise. In 1998's The X-Files Fight the Future, and 2008's The X-Files I Want to Believe. Well, this time around, it looks like director Ryan Coogler, who was at the helm of Marvel's Black Panther movie, is set to revive the beloved 90s TV series The X-Files for a new generation, featuring a diverse cast and an all-new vision for the franchise. Originally airing in 1993, the show follows FBI agents Mulder and Scully on their investigations of the most bizarre and mysterious cases the FBI could ever find. Known for its thrilling paranormal tales and intricate government conspiracy plot lines, The X-Files was a cultural institution of the 90s and remains a fan favorite even after more than 3 decades. In a recent development following its accidental announcement almost a year ago, The X-Files Reboot receives approval from original series creator Chris Carter. And interestingly enough, Carter is the one who unintentionally disclosed filmmaker Ryan Coogler's involvement in the project in mid-2023. Now, Carter has voiced his support of the reboot, confirming that Coogler favors a diverse cast and has promising concepts. While Carter himself is not directly participating in the new endeavor, he expressed optimism about its direction. The news from 2023 reveals what has become a surprising announcement of the X-Files reboot by Chris Carter during a podcast interview of all things. This revelation prompted both Disney and filmmaker Ryan Coogler to acknowledge the project's existence. Despite the initial buzz, though, limited updates have been provided since the spontaneous disclosure. Coogler's packed schedule hints at a prolonged timeline for the reboot's development, with no casting details or story specifics released. The revival of the beloved 90s show remains shrouded in a bit of mystery. One new development in the X-Files reboot as a result of Carter spilling the beans during the podcast interview was to catch the attention of Disney and filmmaker Ryan Coogler, who did confirm plans for bringing the iconic 90s show back to TV. Despite the initial buzz, however, progress on the reboot has been slow-moving since the reveal. And with Coogler's packed schedule hinting at a considerable wait time for fans, casting decisions and storyline specifics remain under wraps for now, leaving viewers eagerly anticipating any new updates on the revival project. So how would a reboot go? And where could we all go to check it out? Coogler currently has a 5-year deal with Walt Disney Television. However, Variety reports that this show will probably land on Hulu, given the Disney acquisition of 21st Century Fox, which produced and propelled the original series to its Fox home. Additionally, Chris Carter said of Ryan Coogler, he's got a lot of work cut out for him because we covered so much territory. While speaking to Inverse, Carter mentioned that the reboot will be especially difficult because these days, everything is a conspiracy. No one knows what the truth is, and it's completely subjective and relative now. However, with that said, Carter sounds confident and optimistic in Coogler's vision for the rebooted X-Files. But in an article that appeared on Screenrant that posted just yesterday, written by Screenrant writer Callum Jones, and I'll post a link to the article in the description below if you want to read the entire article. But it looks as though Disney's planned revival of the X-Files faces some early challenges. The anticipated reboot of the X-Files led by Coogler has encountered an initial hurdle concerning the iconic characters of Mulder and Scully. Following the recent announcement of the show's revival, fans are gearing up for its return to television screens, yet as excitement builds for the new installment, a significant issue concerning Mulder and Scully looms over the production well before it has ever started. The significant issue for the rebooted X-Files appears centered around the challenge of casting for the main characters for Disney's X-Files. One of the aspects that made the original show work was charting the investigations of FBI agents Fox Mulder and Dana Scully into supernatural phenomena. These two original characters captivated audiences and amassed a devoted following during the original run. As plans for a Disney reboot gather momentum, the project encounters a major hurdle centering around these specific characters. In Disney's endeavor to revive the X-Files, these hurdles must be addressed for the reboot to succeed, and this primary challenge revolving around the franchise's two lead actors that are forever connected to the franchise needs to be resolved for the show to garner a new fan base. The central bond between Mulder and Scully serves as the cornerstone of the X-Files. While the series delves into aliens, mutants, and the supernatural, it is the interplay between Mulder's belief in the unexplained and Scully's skepticism that defines the essence of the show. Their evolving relationship and discussions on the paranormal provide the emotional depth and intellectual spark that drive the narrative forward. Consequently, the prospect of a successful rendition of the show without the inclusion of both these characters seems a challenging thing to envision. The absence of Mulder and Scully in the X-Files reboot poses a big challenge for Disney, as the iconic duo is integral to the show's appeal. With their roles unoccupied, the revival lacks a significant hook to draw audiences in, especially considering that the series is over 30 years old. While younger viewers may be unfamiliar with the original X-Files, they are likely to recognize Gillian Anderson from her recent work in popular works like Sex Education. At the same time, fans nostalgic for the original series may be hesitant to watch the reboot without Anderson and Duchovny leading the cast, presenting a dilemma for the production team. Disney is most likely considering introducing a fresh lineup of characters to steer the show in a different direction. However, they may also opt to bring back Mulder and Scully to cater to fans of the classic series. The idea of integrating the original main characters with a new generation can create an impactful passing of the baton dynamic, and this approach has been successfully utilized in other franchises, like the Star Wars sequels and Star Trek The Next Generation, where original cast members help bridge the gap between different iterations of the series. There is a potential concern that Reintroducing Mulder and Scully may overshadow the new characters in the X-Files reboot. Introducing new characters always requires time for audiences to connect with them. And this task becomes even more challenging when they have to compete with well-established characters like Mulder and Scully, who have had 11 seasons to endear themselves to fans. Moreover, if Mulder and Scully are heavily featured in the reboot, there is a risk that the show may not feel revitalized, but rather stagnant, lacking the freshness that viewers may be expecting. Disney could decide to reintroduce Mulder and Scully with different actors portraying them, which is a common strategy seen in various film and TV series. This approach, though, comes with its own set of challenges. Recasting iconic characters often leads to comparisons with the original actors, potentially making the new performances feel like imitations. On the other hand, if the new actors stray too far from the original portrayal, it may cause viewers to perceive the characters differently and lose the connection with the established personalities. Moreover, Disney may face challenges in finding suitable actors for the roles, raising doubts about the effectiveness of recasting Mulder and Scully. It is worth noting, though, that while David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson were prominently featured in the X-Files, they were not present in every episode. Mulder departed the series during Season 7, with Scully teaming up with Special Agent John Doggett, played by Robert Patrick, during his absence. Additionally, Scully is absent from 5 episodes, underscoring the show's ability to maintain the essence without the constant presence of both lead actors. So there you have it. That is the updates we have for you so far on the upcoming reboot of The X-Files. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope you enjoyed our video. If you are enjoying our new Sci-Fi News channel, be sure to come back anytime and check us out. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you've not checked out our other channel, Sci-Fi and More, head on over there and check out our other channel as well. All are welcome, and the link is in the description. Until next time, have a great galactic day.